I'm Amber Davies, and this is your 5-minute call. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. I am more than happy to introduce this icon to the sofa. He is the man of the hour. Please welcome Layton Williams. Hello guys, welcome back to your 5-minute call. Now, when I decided to do a podcast, a musical theatre podcast, there was only one person that I had to get on this couch. I was like, team, whatever we need to do, we need to get him on this couch, and he's here. It's the man of the freaking hour and the icon, Layton Williams.
Hello. Hope you don't say that to all your guests.
I don't.
That is very sweet. Thanks, babe.
Don't
Happy
tell
to be
anyone
here.
you're my favourite.
I shan't, and hopefully just don't use this bit, but absolutely do.
But the fact that you have just given me an hour of your day, I know how busy you are. Thank you.
Pleasure.
I love you for this.
I'd make time for you anytime.
Well, the last time I saw you, I don't know if you remember, but we were hanging
were
off a
we?
pole in Frida.
Oh my gosh. What after party was that?
Olivier's, babe.
Oh my gosh.
That's the first time I fully met you in
Yeah,
person.
properly.
I was absolutely off my
Joy.
joy. I hadn't drank in about 2 months, right?
Yeah.
All I'd had before was a square bar, and then
Mhm.
ended up going in this box, and then seeing you
The
in
Oliviers.
the Oliviers.
We'll do that to you. I swear, did we jump in a cab? Was it you? I was like, I was the one going, everyone to Soho, come on now.
Yeah.
I can read the room when the party's dying, and I'm like, right, it's time to get to a new venue ASAP.
And I'm going to get a picture of me and Layton, because I've got a picture of me, you, and Rob Marge.
Oh my God,
Rob
swinging
Marge.
around a pole.
Swinging around pole, but I'm wearing your glasses.
Oh,
Remember those iconic glasses
oh
you
my
had
God,
on?
me being incog in the club.
Yeah.
Even back then.
I was like that, Layton, babe, they're mine.
Obsessed.
Right, we have so much to dig
So
into.
much.
Oh my God. But firstly, because this is a ritual that I have on this
Go
show,
on.
is what is your pre-show ritual?
Pre-show ritual. Do you know what? It's been a while. I didn't like to do too many like things, because if I forget to do it, I get into my head.
Yeah.
So I guess I do have like bops on. I'm very much like upbeat. Like it will
Yeah.
just like have the tunes
Okay.
on. I love to do my makeup depending on what the role is, and just like beat in the face. Like it's kind of therapeutic, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not too many people in and out, hopefully. Like I wouldn't have someone like in the room chitty-chatty and like half get out. Like it's time for me to get low key in the zone. Obviously do my warm-ups, do my little oh, surprised I couldn't even still do one of them.
Babe.
Woo!
stays.
She's still there,
It's in
darling.
the
Still got
locker.
it. You know, if needs be, depending on what show, because she's versatile, darlings. I'll be stretching and getting myself together. But I just kind of like just get into a mantra, get into a spirit, and just like
Bops on.
bops on, and just
No one speak to me.
get ready. Just give me some peace, and then come the 5-minute call. That's when you're like, oh.
I'm ready, bitch.
Better get ready, darling. Bitch, I'm back by popular demand. And wow, oh my gosh, do you know what? I miss it.
I know.
It's been
babe.
yeah.
Both of us have not been on the stage for a while.
It's been a while, but yeah, I don't like to have too many crazy things, but I just get myself into the zone low key, like stress free.
I like that. Now, I'm going to work backwards with you, because there's obviously so much I want to talk to you about, but please, can we just start with Strictly?
Oh, go on, let's get out of the way. Go on.
Okay, so when I look at you, this was like the most perfect thing you could have done. Baby, your face is everywhere.
I do feel a bit like, maybe I should just like give people a break, because
Give people the opportunity to work, babe.
like, no, it's not even the work. It's just like here, there, Brits doing up, BAFTA doing up this, doing up Big Brother soon. It's just like, whoa, even I'm just like, I'm enjoying it. Like I'm very much so going along for the ride. Like the great thing about doing, something that we've both done, a reality TV dance experience extravaganza, is that it brings in a whole new audience. And now people are hiring me just as Layton, and not like as Layton the actor, the performer,
Just think, if there was a move that you could have done in your career, that was the friggin' move to do.
Oh my gosh, it was absolutely the right one.
Was there ever a moment when you thought, oh, do you know what? I don't think I'm going to do this.
100%. Initially, I didn't turn it down, but I was very much so like, I don't think I'm going to do this. Had to have meetings like with every single member of my team, got everybody together, and we really had to like we did a full like board of like pros and cons
Cons.
because I knew that I was going to get the heat, but like the
Let's
heat
talk
was
about
worth
that.
it. Do you know what I mean? And
Babe, I love that.
yeah, because
It
I'm
was-
like,
look
at
at
the end of
you.
the day, I know what I'm here for and I know what I can offer. And I know that I was still learning. I was still,
Yeah.
picking up new bits. I've never done the cha-cha-cha. I've never done the tango. I forgot the names of them now. But do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So same with you. You've never been running around on the ice. Like,
Babes,
it's
I
new
did a cha-cha-cha on
experiences.
the ice.
That was wild to me. I saw that. That's hilarious.
I
How are
know.
you cha-cha-chaing on the ice?
Babe, I don't know. Fake it till you make it, honestly.
I love that, but you killed it too. So congrats to us. We did that.
We did
Let's
that.
bump these mics. Boom.
And big shout out to Helen.
Yes, we've got the same agent, guys.
We
Same
have
team.
the same team, and I feel like it's hysterical because I remember when speaking to Helen and saying, "Oh, what about reality show?" And initially she was like, "No," and then she had Layton go into Strictly, me go into Dancing on Ice, and Marisha
It's
Wallace
on Big Brother.
has now.
Wow, we're really crossing over.
We really are. And I tell you who else is in there?
Go on.
Nikita.
Oh my gosh, I know. What,
Babe.
not me saying go on like I didn't know.
Who? Tell me.
Go on. I've been keeping the secret for like a minute, obviously. Oh wait, or did I know?
Who knows?
Side eyes.
How do you feel about that?
I guess I was a little bit like shocked and a little bit like just worried, like just for like in a
We
good.
know how it.
Do you know what I mean?
is.
We know the drill, and sometimes they can paint things in different ways. I've actually not seen the first episode yet. I need to catch up because I'm actually going on the show. I don't know when this episode comes out, but I will be going on the Big Brother's like talk show
Yeah.
for like a whole week as the house guest.
Amazing.
Yeah, so obviously I'm going to be catching up on all the eps. I wasn't available to watch it last night, but I saw some bits online. It looks great going in there. But I just hope that they keep his narrative like what he is,
It is
a
about the
beautiful human
narrative.
being.
They decide the narrative.
They really do. And I think I already saw a few bits on Twitter of like, potentially other people being like, oh, we can see a romance happening. Like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
Lauren is his gorgeous girlfriend. She's fab. Like, I don't want to be seeing any of that stupidness. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like though Nikita has, I obviously don't know him personally.
Mhm.
You're very close to him,
Mm.
but he comes over so sweet,
Oh my God, he's the best.
and so I feel like the narrative will play in his favor.
Yeah, oh, well, I hope so. I mean, it's got to. Like,
If he
I
hasn't
don't.
got a bad bone in his body, they're not going to be able to spin
I
anything.
know, but that's the scary thing. Like, you just don't know. Like, that's why I don't think I could ever do anything like that because, I mean, I am joyous most of the time, but sometimes I can be a horror.
I know, same. I think we all.
Can't we
can.
all? And like, I think you're lies. I'm gonna lying to yourself if you think you are cute 24/7. Do you know what I mean? There's gonna be moments where I'm gonna not want to smile or give to the camera. It's just
I'm going to want to have some time to myself in peace.
I'm gonna need an oat latte stat.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
going to need to just give myself a blow dry.
or have some peace on the toilet without somebody waiting outside or a camera.
I know.
I can't do that, chill.
I know. So hats off to you guys
Yeah,
for
hats off
going
to
in.
yous. And
Marisha.
best of luck. We're sending our loves to our West End Wendy Queen and our Should It Come Dancing champ.
We are. Right. Can we go all the way back
To the very beginning.
to when you were 12?
Yeah, of course.
When you went into Billy?
I know.
Like, also, you did it with my dear friend Natalie Paris.
Oh my God, that's a throwback. Natalie, oh yeah, she was one of the Ballet Girls.
She was your girlfriend, babe. So you were girlfriend and boyfriend when you were 12 years old.
Oh my God. Listen, one thing about me is I keep people guessing, I had the girls, I had the boys. Yeah.
Natalie's gonna
Natalie. Shout out to Natalie. Natalie and
Your
Ellen,
girlfriend?
I think. Yeah. Had a couple girlfriends.
It was so funny because when I spoke to Natalie, I said, "Oh, Layton's coming on." She was like, "Amber, I was in love with him." when I
Oh
was
my
little."
God. She's super tall, isn't she, as well? I swear she like stacked over me.
Did she?
I think so.
But
She's
you were
tall
the
now?
no, she's tiny now. She's my height, 5'3", or a bit taller.
Maybe I was just minute.
I
Oh
think
my
maybe.
gosh, that's hilarious. Not the girlfriends.
Maybe you had a girlfriend.
But do you know what? Fair play. Yes, absolutely. I was
all
just
eat
having
it
a good
all
up.
up.
Just having a good time. I've been a kid, having fun. But it was like obviously the most amazing experience for me
Yeah.
just to kind of like get myself into the industry. And it's funny because now that I'm like on tally and stuff, I've not done it for a minute. And I think people might see that. I just like to remind people that this is what I started doing.
This is.
Do you know what I
your
mean? This is
bag.
not giving no stunt celebrity casting situation. Like
No,
I've
no,
been
no.
I've been upon the stage. And I know that and I think that the community knows that. But
You are
yeah.
an original.
An OG, I would like to think. Well, like,
are an
obviously
OG.
there's people way before my time, but I've been doing this for a minute, and I have so much respect for this industry, and I've always talked highly of it, and I've always tried to fly the flag, even now. But you know, going through an experience like that when you're a kid, it sets you up for life. It sets you up for things like Strictly. It sets you up for anything because you've had to hold the weight of a show at the age of 12 years old, and that is like,
Not many people can say that, babe.
do you know what I mean? It's kind of something else, and I'm not like both. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing when I was a kid. I just went on stage and I did my thing.
Yeah.
I do look back and I'm like, oh wow, like I don't really know how I did that because
As a 12-year-old.
yeah, I wasn't trained properly. I just kind of, it's very raw spirit.
Yeah.
You know that energy.
When did you, at the 12 years old, think, yeah, Mum, I want to do that?
It wasn't even like, I genuinely just fell into it. I just went to start doing some dance classes and singing and loved doing like the improv acting classes. And I was like, oh, like, I like making people laugh. I like putting on a show. I've always been extra, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And I genuinely fell into it. Billy Elliot was the first audition I ever did in my life.
And you got it.
In fact, the first 3 auditions I ever had in my life, I bought them all.
You know, some people just have like it. When someone walks into a room and you think,
Are you calling me an it girl?
they actually have it.
Oh, have I got it?
You are it.
Oh, stop.
You're the definition of it.
It.
Like if you and I was to walk into a casting room, I would cast you over me. I'd be casting.
Pretty woman.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I actually did dress up as her in Bad Education recently. It's hilarious.
I'm obsessed. So training, Sylvia's and Italia Conti.
Sylvia's for a stint, then she got expelled. And then,
Can
yeah,
we
babes.
tap into that?
We can tap into it. We're out there now. I've exposed myself so no one can expose me.
Because
Uh-huh.
from as a musical theatre gal, Sylvia's was always the
dream.
And I was from North Wales, and I was never ever going to go there.
Whereabouts?
Denby? Do you know where Denby is?
Why I
Real?
asked that.
Wrexham?
Wrexham. That's where my boyfriend's from.
Close to Wrexham.
Yeah.
Is he a
Because you lot
North
don't
boy?
really sound Welsh. You sound like, I don't even know what you sound like.
Chester, Liverpool,
Yeah.
Manchester vibe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, Llandudno?
Llandudno.
Near there?
Yeah.
Oh, Mould?
Close.
They rent there. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Just catching up on who's and what's and
Geography.
where's. Again, I was down here doing Billy. I kind of wanted even at that age, I knew what I wanted in a sense. And I was like, I want to go to a normal school. I know it's not a normal school. It's the biggest theatre schools in the world. But I was like, I want to be with like other kids and I want to experience other things. So I was really pushed as much as I could. I was like, I want to go to the school, want to go to the school. And because loads of the kids in our boarding house where we boarded for Billy, they all went there. So I was like, I could go there and then just do the show at the night, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up auditioning, got in, and Billy Elliot they were amazing with me, to be fair. They let me go and do that. They let me go and do my first filming gig. Like, they very much so, like, really did let me spread my wings. So shout out to the Billy Elliot team and Working Title. It was amazing, but, like, remember, you're plucking a kid from very humble beginnings that I'm used to, like, running around on my council estate.
Yeah.
My school at the bottom of the estate was pretty rough.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't necessarily the naughtiest kid there, but if you take me from my estate and my state school, put me in a private school with lots of people that, you know, are private school trained, I'm going to stand out like a...
Sore thumb.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I was a class clown as well. I had lots of energy. And also, I wasn't really there that much.
Yeah.
It was like a passing moment. It was like, oh, I'm just here for the day, but I've got a show tonight, my love.
I remember you were Billy.
That's what I mean. Like,
at
of course, it's
12.
going to go to your head a little bit at 12. And I
course.
don't ever think, and I really do stand on this, like, my heart was always in the right place. Like, I was just a little cute. I was finding myself, you know, I had my diva moments and just like my sunglasses and my scarves. And like, some of my teachers would say, like, sometimes I'd like go into a class and I'd keep my sunnies on and they'd be like, can you take your sunnies off later? And I'd be like, no. But it's
Billy
just,
Elliot.
just for the drama. Like, I just love the drama. But like,
It's like you like
just-
to push boundaries.
yeah, just a bit of fun. Like, and obviously that's not going to ride in school
school like
because
that.
people are trying to work. And for me, I wasn't there to like get grades or whatever. It was very much so like, I'm just here.
Social.
Yeah, I'm just here in passing. Like, it's a social club. Like, we're at Soho House. So, and obviously, guys, I'm speaking on this now as a fully grown man, knowing that was not probably the best way to approach
Yeah.
things. But we live, we learn, we grow. And
We
I've actually
evolve.
had a beautiful reconnection with Sylvia. Their new studios now where they're based. And it was so amazing to see after all this time. And she was like, I was so proud of you. We were rooting for you. Like, obviously there's no bad blood. Like you just had your moments. And it was really nice closure actually. And it was whilst I was doing Strictly, I was like using their studios. I was a bit nervous. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to bump into her.
What
but
a
I
full
wanted
circle
to,
moment.
do you know what I mean? I wanted to give her a big hug, and I really do thank her for my time there and everybody that I met. I've got my best friends from there still, like literally my Judies, Jordan, Lavinia, who I've done like 3 West End jobs with,
Amazing.
John McCree, OG, Jamie. So I really do like have my people from there now. And then I got to go to Italia Conti.
Yeah.
So more friends, more moments.
Why Italia Conti?
I think it was just like the other best place.
At the
frankly,
time?
I'd always go, best musical school in
Ever.
the country. And it came up and I was like, well, I've been to that one, so I best go to this one.
So do you know what? I feel like I could see, I'm a Erdogan girl through and through.
Really? I almost went.
I can see you.
Yeah,
in
I almost
Erdogan.
went. Basically, had the moments. Obviously, I went to Teleconti for a little bit and I did my training. And I scrubbed up. I ended up being head boy.
Wow.
Like, I got my beep together and I like knuckled down. I got all my GCSEs, every single one of them per A to C. Thank you. A star to C, should I say. I mean, all of 6. I think we only did like 6 there. We don't have time to do anything else at theatre school. But yeah, like I scrubbed up, got my grades.
What a turnaround.
Yeah, turned it all around, became head boy. But I auditioned for Lane, I auditioned for Erdang, and I auditioned for Contis, obviously, to go into the college. This is after school. Lane, for some reason, I just did not vibe with the place. It's so weird because my besties went there and I was like, I really want to be my friends. Epsom, I'm so sorry. I just love being a city girl in central London. Like, we're so close. So Erdang and Italia Conti, for those listeners, there's M2 people, neighbours practically at one point. We were barbecuing, you were over in Angel. It's literally almost like the same road. And I loved Erdang. I loved the audition. It was very like, it was the time of like strike, you know, and all Dean of that. Lee. Dean Lee hitting choreo, and it was all the girls and all the fab gay boys there and everything. But like, I knew what I had, and I knew my spirit, and I knew my talents. And I was like, why am I going to go to another school where there's like 50 boys exactly like me in the same class when I can be the one here? I'm going to push myself just as hard. Yeah. Just because there's not other boys that are killing it right next to me. No shade. Oh my God, that sounded so shady. No shade. Obviously, listen, let me backtrack. People were amazing. People were amazing in my college, but like, let's be real. Like, it wasn't like a dance heavy college. No, it wasn't. Like, it's not. So you didn't have the kind of vernacular and charisma of some of the talented dancers. Let me just set that in brackets. That were at Erdang. Yeah. But that didn't fit. I was like, okay, I know they're there. Yeah. I don't need them next to me to know that they're there. I'm going to push myself. I say this to my students a lot. You don't judge yourself by others. Like, you got to push yourself. We've basically got the same kind of teachers. You know what I mean? They come back and forth. Like, as long as you are pushing yourself to your abilities and like really like doing the damn thing, when you get to that casting call, you're better know, still be shook. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I think is really important for our listeners, is it actually doesn't matter where you train. This is what I'm saying. Dan Conte's anywhere, or you're up in bloody Real. Yeah. Real. But it's how you train. There we go. It's what headspace you go into your training. It's what you do with it. Exactly. And that's exactly what I did that whole time. And I mean, we've done all right, haven't we? You've done all right, my love. You've done all right. Now it's time for a quick interval. Go and powder your noses, and we'll see you in 2. So just a few credits on your CV. Shall we go for? Thriller Live. Mm-hmm. Also got sacked from that one, just so you know. Can we? You're going to have to tell us. Well, basically, I'm sure some people already hear the story. My voice broke. Why did I go from Billy Elliot, when my voice was breaking, to try and say, A, B, C, C, C? Like, I was like, girl, this is a reach. I was 14 years old. And you got sacked. Yeah, got let go. But sacked just sounds more dramatic on a podcast, right? I love it. I love it. We're going to have sacked. Sacked. Layton sacked. But even then, I was business savvy. I knew, like, low key in my heart. But I was like, let me get this on the CV. Yeah. And there it is. So you're reading it out right now. So how long did you do it for? I was the original West End cast, and I did it for literally a few months. And then I had to go. You originated the role? Period. Okay. That's
great. Hairspray UK tour.
Pause. Let's talk about it.
Did you hate it?
Let's unpack it. No, you know what I know.
I don't know if I know.
Yeah, you do. Or is the rumours not true?
Oh, wait. I was meant to be in it.
You were meant to be my Penny.
No, babe.
Yeah.
I was meant to be your Amber.
Amber, sorry. Yes.
Oh
my God.
gosh.
Exclusive. Ba-ba-ba-bam.
The worlds
Klaxon.
have come together.
Oh, I thought you were my Penny. But anyway,
No,
whatever.
so let's
You
just
could
talk
play
about
any,
this.
to be fair.
Oh
my God, how fun. We've never discussed this.
We've never discussed this.
Not you forgetting.
But babe, I didn't know you were in it.
Yeah, I was that kind of original, obviously it's not the original production of Hairspray, but the new kind of vision of it going on the UK tour, so not the Jerry Mitchell version, but the kind of like Drew McConey choreographed version.
Drew took our audition.
Yeah. I was like the OG of that group. I actually was in the ensemble.
Were you?
Not the shark. Yeah. And I'm so glad I did, because they very nearly didn't offer me the part because they just assumed that I was like, obviously, we're going to say no. And I was like, I kind of low-key just want to do it. And I played leads before, but I was a child.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just like get in the chorus so long as I have confirmed shows. Because I was like, I love you, Dexley, but I will be kicking him down the stairs if I need to.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be hurting anybody to do some shows. Obviously, that's a joke, so don't anybody try it. And I love Dexley and he loves me. And yeah, they gave me confirmed shows. And I tactically like I got to like suggest which shows I could go on in there with his blessing, of course. And I knew that everyone was coming to see the Christmas show because everyone was coming down from London, and I requested that show so everyone could see me, the producers and everything. So the next year they just offered me the part straight up.
Do you know what? I'm gobsmacked that I had no idea of this. I didn't know that you were ensemble.
Yeah, I had to do
love
that
that
first.
You did that so much.
I have to like just. I never saw it for myself just to just jump in and expect to just play these leads straight away. I was like, I actually want to just have. It was some of the best like year of my life, genuinely. Like me, can you imagine the world? Me and Amari Douglas were both understudying Dexley.
I'm obsessed.
And look at him. Like I remember the year where I think it was like a BAFTA nomination and an Olivier nomination the same year. He really kept me like on the straight and narrow to keep it like being inspired to keep reaching for the stars.
And isn't that amazing? Some people that you come across in your career, like how much of an impact they have on your life, whether they were strangers to you a few months before.
Literally.
I'm obsessed.
There's a little Hairspray story, guys.
So somebody originated the role of Jamie. Was it not you?
This is not. Let's actually keep this in because it's hilarious. Everyone thinks that.
It says on Wikipedia you originated the role.
No, that's so naughty. Somebody needs to get in and edit that. Like, because I've got to give my bestie his flowers, John McCree. He originated it. But I feel like because my face was just everywhere for such a long time and the pandemic as well, took it over to LA. He says it too. He's like, everyone just thinks it's you. And I was like, I know, but we know.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
So you know Simeon Beckett?
I love Simeon. I love him. He's the best, isn't he?
Shout out Simeon.
Shout out Simeon. We used to do all of our workshops together on tour. Like he assisted me. He came to work with us a couple of weeks ago, actually, in Manchester. He's the best.
Love him. I absolutely love him. So you didn't originate the role.
No, so I came in second. I was the second. Was I second? Yeah, I was the second person to play the part.
Did you love it?
Ugh. Lived and breathed it. It was like the most perfect part for me. Like after I'd been around for a little bit doing the tours and stuff, like I'd play Seaweed and then I played Angel in Rent, which was like the first time I'd like, really stepped up and I think I did Angel first actually, and then I went in Seaweed. So it's like very different vibes, like, going from like male romantic to like queen. But I always known I can do that. It's just other people's perceptions of me. Yeah. Like if I wanted to right now, I could switch it up on y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I want. You're like, oh.
People have jobs.
But yeah, Jamie was like, welcome back to the West End. I'd not had that moment since Billy.
And you were everywhere. You are
kind of crazy.
You are now in a different light, but I feel like, was that potentially a career highlight in the West End?
Oh, 100%. Billy will always have a special place in my heart, but like I had not had the opportunity to show what I could really do again since Jamie came back around, and this was like, okay, title role, your face is going to be up in lights, like it's sink or swim. And I did have moments where I was like, woof, like, tough. I've been talking the talk, I better walk the walk, and I really want to deliver. And obviously for some people, I might not be the tea, and I really am so at peace with people's taste buds nowadays, because Lord.
Babe.
That's
Your
not.
champagne.
What?
Your champagne, and not many enjoy champagne, you know.
But that's fine, and like it's
Yeah.
so funny because we spend so many years trying to please everybody, and then
And
you get
you
to a point, you just grow and you're just like, it's really okay. Like people will go out their way to let me know that like they prefer John over me, and I'm like, you do realize you're complimenting my best friend right there, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say thank you. That's
Yeah.
okay. But why would you try and dim my shine when I've worked so hard to get to where I want to be? Like, just let me keep it moving.
But when you put like you've put in years and years of hard work, Layton, remember, 8 shows a week, hard, you know.
Yeah, it's difficult.
You know, not for the weak. I feel like you build up armor with all of resilience and armor, and I just think you know your worth. You know how hard you work and how hard you have worked. No one can
take it away from us.
No.
And also, one thing that I really want as many people listening to this to learn as soon as you can, like, don't be afraid to laugh at yourself, because I will not be the butt of the joke. I am a part of the joke.
Yeah.
I will joke about myself. I can hit a bottom note. That doesn't happen often. It does not happen often. But when it does, like I find it hysterical. Like I'm like, you do realize I know I'm not like superhuman. Like if I'm doing 8 shows a week and sometimes I'm tired, like I had this moment, actually, it's hilarious. My musical director came up to me and he kept giving me this note about being sharp, and I was like, work, thank you. And he kept coming, and I was like, what do you mean? Because sharp to me was like, yes, you're sharp, you're killing it, you're hitting it, you're slaying it.
You were so over the note.
I didn't know that sharp was an insult. Like, not an insult, sorry. Like, sharp was so sharp. For not the musical galleys out there, should have gone to musical class, but I decided to skip it for a ballet class. Sharp is like when you're going over the note. So it's like you're reaching too far. And then flat is like you're under the note. I knew flat, but I didn't know what sharp was. So I thought he was complimenting me. So I was like, work. Come on, sharp. Come on, me being sharp 8 times a week.
No, you're killing me.
So yeah, I was like, wait. And he was like, no, you're going over the note on this bit. I was like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. I was like, I can't believe that. I thought this whole time you just give me a compliment. I was like, babe, I love you, but you don't have to keep giving me compliments every day. Like, it's cool. I know I'm cute. / no, you're not. So this is what I mean. Like, it's all good and well, but like, it's actually all right.
It's fine.
It's really fine.
No, everyone's diet.
Literally. And I think the older you get as well, and the more comfortable you get in your skin, you can really just like, I cannot wait to get back to the stage actually and enjoy it again, because it's been a minute. But I learned so much on that show. I learned how to potentially, hopefully be a good leading man. I really hope that I led with my heart and like tried to make everyone feel as welcome and as like as valued as possible.
Yeah.
I love playing on stage as well. I don't know about you, but I don't like doing the same thing every night.
No.
So I do, you know, like to switch it up a little bit and challenge other actors when can. Like, let's not be boring.
Yeah.
Let's, you know, of course you could step on your marks and do your things, but like, I like to have a bit of fun as well.
I know, but I was just about to say that. I can imagine.
I'm naughty.
You misbehave.
But I'm really good at like misbehaving and like keeping a straight face and like just keeping it moving. Do you know what I mean?
So the audience would never know.
You will never know. But I'm having a lull because sometimes you got to get through that show, darling.
Sometimes you got to get through the matinee.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, also another thing with the matinee thing, it was always my pet peeve for like, sorry if you do it, but whatever, if anyone's listening, I've always been full out.
Yeah.
I've never marked.
No.
It's not in my nature.
It's actually dangerous to mark.
It's dangerous because you can be slipping over. And even if there's a couple hundred people out there, which, you know, didn't happen often.
I sell tickets.
No, not even that, but just luckily, you know, whoever was on the PR did a good job. But I would be like, do you know what? I think they're going to expect us to be like, you know, throwing it in. So I will give you, sometimes I will give you more. Like, I will give you a little bit of an extra sparkle. Just because you never know. One thing one of our directors said, and it stuck with me, is that whenever you do a show, if you're an artist listening to this, or even somebody going to watch a show, think about how beautiful this is. It's always somebody's first.
Yeah.
And it's always somebody's last.
Yeah.
It's going to be the first time someone's seen a show ever, and it's going to be the last time. Because who knows, I might get run over tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Or just die peacefully in sleep.
I can't stand you.
But beautiful though.
So beautiful.
Right?
And also, you never know who's in the audience.
Never.
Someone mega.
Mega. So
audience.
give them beans. I think I did like a like a Wednesday matinee in Wales Millennium, fab
Oh.
venue, but like it was kind of a little bit crickety. It might have been Hairspray, you know, or something. And one of the original producers of the movie was watching the show because she was filming at this film studios in Wales just by chance. Came and said hello to me afterwards. I was
See?
like,
You never know who's
you
in.
never know. So full out.
So just moving slightly away from musical theatre.
Go on.
Television.
What about it?
So Bad Education
Yeah.
for years.
Years.
You are the poster
Bad
gal.
Ed Queen, yeah.
The difference
Mhm.
between a live audience and then, because you kind of not started on television, but you have been doing it for a very long time now.
I've been doing it for as long as I've been doing theatre.
Exactly.
It practically like happened in the same year, my first job. I'm super grateful. Obviously, I worked hard for it, and I'm very aware that it's not as common for some reason in the UK. Like the crossover between musical theatre and TV is just not as seamless for many.
No.
And I think I'm starting to see a few more empty people, you know, popping up here and there. And I'm
Yeah.
just saying, the only people that are boxing ourselves are us, by the way. So just know that.
Okay.
Because sometimes people be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna like go, just go
I'm
and do
just
it.
an MT girl.
Yeah,
no.
like, no, like as soon as you put that barrier up for yourself, then you've locked yourself off. Like
Yeah.
I never locked myself off. I said fingers in all the pies, and I'm gonna want to try and spread myself as far and wide as I can. And I think people just need to take that leap and
Go for it.
go for it, because what have you got to lose?
Yeah.
You've got everything to gain.
Is there a big difference? Because obviously you get the energy and you get the adrenaline of a live audience, where obviously when you're filming, you've got to do this one scene 4 times from
times.
3 different angles. And
Yeah.
it's like,
It's different. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I have the most amazing time on set,
Yeah.
especially the most recent Bad Education, kind of leading it and being so involved in it when it comes to even the writing period and like creating the roles of many and plots for each
Yeah.
episode. I've not had that much responsibility in MT, and that was where I began my career.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've done more in the TV world and worn so many different hats. As an actor on stage, I've only ever worn one hat.
one hat.
So I am actually excited to potentially explore that differently soon, because I feel like I have, hopefully, not me doing disclaimers, no, period. I have a lot to offer. Do you know what I mean?
Creative mind.
Creative minds, and like, sometimes you're doing something, it's like,
I know how to fix
I
it.
feel like I can
Yeah.
help, and not from listen, some people train all their lives and do amazing things, and hats off, but I've been in rooms many a time and I'm just like, oh, girl.
I think for you is you've had so much experience. You've built up a tolerance of like a good instinct.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, and just enjoying it and like
Yeah.
actually being passionate about it. And it's like, oh, sometimes when I go in, for it's a costume situation or something, like I'll turn up with a couple of cases
And give.
just to help. Like, and sometimes people take that as a, but I'm like, for example, working for the BBC, sometimes our budgets are not it.
Yeah.
And I know you can't afford Laytons. So I'm like, let me just pull
Let me
in.
see the red bottom.
Woo! By the way, I'm not even like trying to show off right now. I've got to send these back tomorrow, so let that be known. That's why I'm wearing them now. So you think I'm fancy? That's the only reason I'm wearing them, because they're gonna go tomorrow. But that's how it works, by the way. PR pulls.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, disclaimers. But yeah, like. It is very different.
Yeah.
The energy is do the scene, but it's fun when you see yourself on like the screen and you see the whole thing come together. That's your kind of live show element.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, wow. But being across all of the kind of like all of the bits recently, like with the writing and stuff, like it's been my biggest new achievement.
Yeah.
Seeing a scene or an idea being brought to life that is like came from your head is like wild, and it kind of like it's really made me believe and like want to achieve further, because I'm like, maybe I have more that I can offer the world than just Layton picking up a script, saying some lines and looking cute.
Like you want to be a part of it all.
Yeah, I want to be a part of it all and
I love that.
make something. We've all got beautiful stories, haven't we? We've all got something
do.
individual and beautiful
You've got
to offer
life
the world.
experience.
Yeah.
And that's why you can contribute.
Yeah. And I think don't be afraid of that, as long as it comes from a good place, and don't be deluded, chill.
Yeah.
One thing about me, I'm not delusional. I know my limits.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't need to be going in for that. I don't need to be doing that. Thank you. Control Alt next.
I'm obsessed. Do you ever like go into a scene and just think, I cannot act today? Or you just don't feel like genuine.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do sales hits and I'm literally like, this is a reach. And I'll say it, me. I'm just like, I don't think I should be going in for this. Or I really push myself and challenge myself because obviously as an actor, you want to be able to deep dive into as many different characters as possible. But I have been on set sometimes and I've done something like,
So
can
you
I do
will
that
say
again?
it.
That was rubbish.
You will say that.
Oh, and you know it in your soul. It's like if you're not in it properly and you're thinking about other things. And I've had moments when I've been on set and, you know,
You're starving.
maybe I'm ready for lunch. Maybe someone's just died. Maybe something in my personal life is like really, and we're only human.
Yeah.
You know, we go on stage as well and we try to block everything off. And I've had breakdowns on stage before when I've like my personal life has got into character and it's like, it's not good, but baby, use it. Use it. Dr. Theatre, Dr. TV, use it and put it into them characters because, listen, what else are we going to do with it?
Dr. Theatre is a real frigging thing.
It's a thing, right? But I'm saying to anybody out there who thinks that they want to branch out into a different realm and try TV, film, I say just run for it. Like there's so many opportunities out there for us to spread our wings and see ourselves. Remember, these people that look down on us and be snobby that do like one particular moment, they can't kick their legs and flip and dive and turn and sing and do all what we can do.
Retweet.
So don't you dare come at us with your snobbish energy because I will backflip over you and give you a Shakespeare if you want me to. Okay?
Babe, can I just say before we move on, I'm going to have to show the clip of Layton on the Strictly tour where all the celebs were coming out and like waving at the camera and then it pans to Layton and you are strutting
in
for
the
your
zone.
life.
I'm going to tell you a funny story actually. Oh my God, I felt so bad. So this is like a few shows in now and I committed, this is my moment now. Like I'm walking with, it's not no kissy, kissy, wissy, wissy, smiley, smiley. I'm in the zone. I'm coming to collect my moment, my trophy, and I don't know when I'm going to have the opportunity to strut around the O2 Arena again. So I'm going to use that. Okay, it's my runway. So I have a moment where I give you a little kiss, give you a little smile, and then it's boom, in the zone. I'm walking on the beat. But just as I was about to start walking, this little like 5-year-old girl, she had Layton sign everything, Layton the keys. She's like waving at me. I was like, I can't smile at you, love. I can't smile. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. So I basically blanked this poor little child for like, and I literally was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But I'm in the zone. I'm sorry. Like the character almost takes over. Do you know what I mean? Within me. So I was strutting. And honestly, I went backstage. I was like, when I get back on that stage,
I have to acknowledge her.
I literally was like, screw it. I was like giving her so much love so she knew that I didn't hate her. Could you imagine? She just tears up my sign. Done with Layton. But yeah, I loved that moment. I'm glad people appreciate it.
Babe, I ate it up. There's one question here where I just don't think it's appropriate. So I'll Layton.
Well, no, go on. I love inappropriate stuff.
Dealing with rejection, but he's never had any.
No, don't be so silly. I've dealt with enough rejection in my life. But do you know what? I don't call it rejection.
Redirection.
Rejection. That wasn't even a word. But actually, it's not even a redirection because, hear me out here. When I'm up for a role potentially and a casting comes in, why do I think that I've lost something that was never mine anyway?
I love that.
Wow,
that's opened my eyes.
Do you know what I mean? When people come in, it's like, oh, you didn't reject. Like, it's not like I've like lost out on an opportunity because it just
I didn't have it in the first place.
Yeah, so like you got to reframe the mind on these things. I'm just like, okay, cute. They got to see me act. They got to see me do my thing. And lo and behold, hopefully in a couple of years, they'll be hotline blinging up my phone.
Yeah.
Because it's happened. I put myself forward for a job when it first came out. Everything was happening. I was super excited about it all. Crickets. Just booked it. They reached out to me.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
You've got to kind of like own that, like one day it will come. But like I did not cry about that job.
No.
I didn't lose it. I always think that we can reframe our minds into things that like going into an audition, slaying, hopefully, showing them your spirit, showing them what you've got to offer. It might not be for this role right now, but they'll remember you if you made a good impression. So let's not. I don't like to use that word. So there you go.
I like that. I like that. Rejection is redirection. Remember?
Yes. Get that on the t-shirt.
Okay. What advice would you give to a young performer who dreams to be on the West End?
Love that. That's
I know.
Lovely question. I think, you've heard hopefully of a lot of our stories. most of us, it just doesn't come that easily.
Yeah.
There's a lot of loopholes and working hard, and Kim Kardashian was right sometimes when some people don't want to put in the work sometimes. It's like, how can you expect to be at a point where you're like leading a whole company if you've not put that work in? So don't worry, but know that like if you work hard and put the energy in, and remember stepping stones.
Yeah.
Don't expect to maybe potentially. I feel very fortunate that like my first job, I got to go straight in head first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it doesn't work that way.
it doesn't always work that way. Can do. And life
Like,
takes you in different directions, redirections. So go and do that, amateur dramatics club for a minute.
Yeah.
Try and get in there and understand how it works in backstage in theatres.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not necessarily going to go straight into the West End and play the lead, but maybe you take the ensemble. Maybe you take another part.
Swing.
Maybe you're backstage for a little minute so you can suss it out. Maybe you are one of them ushers that watches every night, and then the leading lady is down and you say, it's my turn. Do you know what I mean?
It's me.
I know it sounds silly and it sounds like a bit of a movie, but like
it
happens. And if you put yourself out there, who knows who's going to see you? Like, I'm just like, I rocked up to an open audition with thousands of other boys, and I'm here now talking to you, and it happened for me.
Yeah.
So keep it moving, keep it grooving, keep the hope.
Remember, you are a product of yourself.
Yes.
So the only thing you can do is work your arse off.
Work your arse off, and make sure you're doing it because you enjoy it, not because you want fame and fortune and all these other things. That's one thing that I think the generation potentially is getting into, is just for the fame of it all. And it's like, do you actually love it?
Yeah.
If you weren't getting paid a single penny, would you still want to do it? Because I know I would. And I've done some jobs for cricket change, and so I know I do. Do you know what I mean?
And to tell you what else, be a kind person.
Yes, be nice.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Please be
There's too many divas in our industry now, and I'm hearing a lot of stories about even some younger people that I'm just like, girl, isn't it their first job? Not that it matters that you should be acting any different whether it's your first job or 20th job, but honeys, relax at your lace fronts.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're just putting on a show.
Yeah.
Sticking on a wig and singing a few lines and doing a few high kicks.
No one's dying.
It's not that deep. Do you know what I mean? Also, we do have stressful days, so give us grace as well.
Yeah.
Because this will come back playing when, like, it's a story of me being, like, a horror to someone who's like, Layton said be nice, but he's not being nice right now.
And then my final question for you. You've been absolutely unbelievable.
Oh,
You've had
babes.
me crying.
Good.
Laughter. Layton,
Go on.
what's the most challenging song you've ever had to sing?
Ooh, this is good. I like this question. No one's asked me this before. Let's do one that I've actually sang professionally because that would make sense, right? Probably don't even know it.
Really?
Especially when I first started singing it, I never really had myself down as a vocal girly.
Okay.
Like, I did not see that for myself. But in order to play the parts and to be the star that I wanted to be, lol, I just called myself a star, but sorry. I knew I needed to sing.
Yeah.
And it's something I neglected from a young age. And I remember trying to sing it for the first time. I auditioned for Jamie originally, did not book. So this is a big reminder to not be deterred.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't. I kept it moving. And I just never, I didn't even have a falsetto once upon a time.
Really?
And I just had to do the damn work. Like, honestly, sometimes I even sing and I'm like, oof, is that me? Because it was not there.
And you sing 8 shows a week?
Oh, yeah. Well, I did it for like 6-7 months, if not more, 8 months, 8 shows a week. And then I was like, I have nothing to prove anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to do an alternate. Shout out to alternates. Shout out to understudies. We
Shout
love
out to
you.
swings.
Also, swings. There is no need for us to try to be doing up, oh, I'm going to go on tonight. No. Take the show off if you're not well.
Yeah.
I'm the energy of you.
Yeah.
Girl, take the show off.
You're not
being
well.
You're not being a hero.
No,
And also,
no one is a hero.
You taking the show off means somebody gets to live their life.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I love that.
And if they love you that much, they'll come back and pay another time. And if not, I'll buy you a ticket. But yeah, probably don't even know it. That was a pretty hard thing. And it opens with that as well. So it's like, you're not even warm.
If you're not warm.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm coming up.
Was there ever a moment where your bum was going and you thought, I'm not going to get this?
Many times. I had to paraphrase it once.
Oh, did you?
But by the time a wall in my head, it was like, I've got no voice. So I was like, this wall in my head. Like, just like, I was like, I literally can't sing this whole song, so I'm going to have to just do it in bits.
I love it.
So bad.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Pleasure.
You've been my dream.
Oh, good.
You're the best.
I hope I lived up
ever.
to your expectations if you wanted me on.
And the listeners are going to die
I
at
hope
this.
you're going to cackle and have a lol wherever you are.
So thank you so much. Can I just see the bottom of your shoes one more time on the camera?
And can I just shout out to everybody? I do feel like I've had a lot of love from the MT community over the years. Even though I've been, a little bit quiet for a bit, I'm coming back soon.
Wink, wink.
Period.
Love you.
Love ya.